Whether or not I'm streaming, you still get to that page. Anyway, I'm streaming now. But it doesn't matter, you can still go to UK Projector Games/live. It will show you a picture of the channel and then an option to watch the last stream. Are you coming on, Max? Oh, there you are. It's amazing how long the, what's it called, verifying takes, doesn't it? Because that's just in checking you haven't cheated and put a different, like, tracks or car setups in. But it just spends so long doing it. Dora, oh, she just rebooted my computer. Thankfully not the one that hosts the server.
I forgot to plug my fucking controller in again.
Plug?
Plug, yeah.
No, I forgot to plug my controller in again.
Plug?
Plug. Connect.
Plug?
Plug, yeah.
Plug?
Yeah.
No. Wireless all the way.
Oh, because you like latency and hurting the environment.
Yes, I like hurting the environment. Yeah, definitely.
I had to say, I am actually surprised how people don't make more of a fact about the fact that controllers do add latency. You are looking at somewhere between 5 and 50 milliseconds of ping. It's not magic. It's wireless. It's not free, and it's not usually a good standard either. And it's surprising that, like, all the Street Fighter players just went, cool. I don't have to trail my cables along the living room. I'm good with it.
I wonder what the latency is on cables.
Cables? Virtually zero. Like, the converters at either end are in the order of nanoseconds. This was something I was involved in when we did DJ Hero, was getting the controller, the latency down as low as possible. Because it was rhythm. Oh, God. What the physics?
Isn't all this talk about latency completely bypassed by the fact that the human brain can't respond that quickly anyway?
No, because when you make a decision, you need the game to react as quickly as possible. So if I say go, you will notice a difference between 50 milliseconds and 100 milliseconds. Now you can't notice the difference. It's not like frame rate. It's just it's not your reaction time. It's when you go, all right, we'll press the button. How long before the game draws a photon measuring that effect. That's why, partly why high frame rate's better, because it reduces what's called button to photon latency, which is very important for like rhythm action games and stuff, and high-end shooters where you really want that in the kind of 2 to 3 millisecond range, and that's very hard to achieve. Consistency is more important though. Like, you can play Street Fighter at 100 milliseconds of latency, but if it varies between 25 and 100, you'll have a much worse time than a solid 100. Yeah, we did an awful lot of stuff on DJ Hero about investigating this and human physiology and what you can see and what you can notice and what's acceptable. It's really interesting.
So, could you
Did you say
the graphic quality to increase frames to get better
latency? Yes, absolutely, of course. The quicker you draw the frame, the less latency. Yes. I mean, obviously, your biggest boost is to start off with not rendering at 30. Like, no matter where you got wired or wireless, if it's a 30 frames a second game, change it to a 60. That's your best bet. Oh. But unless you're playing competitively, or, as I said, something like a rhythm action game where it's really important to minimise that. Yeah, in this it doesn't make a blindest bit of difference.
Hammerhead or Hurst?
I'm pretty sure Hurst doesn't have a T in it. I like the Hurst actually, because you can get some nice slides on.
Yeah, and it's been a long time since I used. And did I say T on the end of Hurst?
Yeah, you said Hurst, which is a place.
Oh. Are you sure?
Yes. There's Hurst Point, Hurst Field, Hurst Worthy.
Personal Sue.
Bless you. No!
Ah! The rock there.
I'm learning this subtlety game.
I don't think there's any subtlety there.
There's an Adam there.
Jay just made me stop ramming you.
Sport.
I would like to point out
Oh.
that it's completely unintentional.
Uh-huh.
You got your
Bollocks.
glass mode fitted to that?
No, I'm just like, this is the thing. It's so hard to point a small steering wheel back the way you want. Like to spin it enough time to get it facing forwards again before I end up fishtailing.
Isn't it supposed to be doing that sort of 90 degrees is full lock left and 90 degrees is full lock right sort of thing?
That would be really, well, partly not cheating and partly missing the point of a steering wheel. Like it's
That's why you
easy.
did rallying, or you
No,
did something. Or...
I mean, I don't.
If you got full 9, if you got to use full 900 degrees of steering, you're going to be struggling like mad.
Yeah, but you don't tend to turn the wheels that much. So when I'm on track with my Impreza, I very rarely turn more than 90 degrees left or right, like outside of the pit. Like you know, you're not doing a 3-point turn. You're generally only using 90 to 90. But in that case, I was overcorrecting constantly, and that's my fault. But I was struggling to get the wheel to face forwards again. Bye.
Flying off into the field, it auto reset me. I went so far off track.
Damn it, I'm stuck on bias.
But I think I don't know anybody who streams to YouTube. I only really know Twitch streamers. So I can't ask someone whether or not you genuinely have to start your stream up and then hit monetize, because that makes no sense at all. Or it might just mean that the recap of my live streams is not monetized. I don't know, but they are now. Like I can monetize them one by one, but not all of them. I just have to promise that I'm not using the bad swear words, just the medium swear words. And that I don't have any gore or violence or...
No saying C words.
They consider the C word to be an extreme swear word. Bless you, Google.
Cuttlefish.
Yeah, but they also... the thing is, one of the words they said I'm not allowed to use, I absolutely am allowed to use, because I'm not fucking American.
Okay.
But, well, to keep it where they don't like the other F word at all, and I'm like, yeah, but in my country, that means something else. In my country, I am perfectly able to say, I'm going to go and bum a fag off that bloke, and no one will bat an eyelid, apart from they might go, you smoke. Whereas in America, it's not the same. But it was really weird watching, and they censored it, so they've starred out the words, so the word could be figgot or good.
What?
But yeah, it's weird. In the UK, it's not really a swear word, but all three,
It's a piece of food.
or it's a piece of meat, or it's a cigarette. There are 3 different perfectly valid words it can be, which is really weird. And in America, it only means one thing. In America, it is a nasty, hateful word, but it doesn't have that connotation, really.
It's not a piece of food or a cigarette.
What?
Those are different words. It's not a piece
Oh.
of food or a cigarette. Those are different words.
Well, I mean,
No.
both of those, the long and the short version of the word. Google said I'm not allowed to use that, ticking a box. I mean, I'm not sure where I would use it, but that's not the point. Point is, not a swear word. Whoa, oversteer! Oh, well that fixed the oversteer. Just slammed to a rock.
And time goes on, then culture is going to be more global, so bad
Yeah.
words in one culture are going to be bad words
Or,
else.
right, okay, so in this country, I can order from Asda Mr. Brain's faggots. That's a thing. I've had them. They're all right.
I was just going to say we had faggots and beef puddings the other night.
Yeah, but it would be a very odd thing to. I mean, it's like in Australia, they have Golden Gay time, and it's like a feast, And they've absolutely said, we are not changing. This is nothing to do with being gay. It has nothing to do. This goes back to the 30s. We're not changing because other countries feel that it's a bad thing. That's, that's on your head. They're very nice too.
Real crappy language. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, that's the problem with the internet. Full stop, isn't it?
it's very American centric. Yeah.
Well, well, one flavour doesn't suit all. It's like, oh, it's in English, you can install English American. I'm like, no, I don't really like English American. In fact, I deliberately choose to have English or English United Kingdom out of all the other variants because I don't want all the Americanisms all over my room. The kids are watching YouTube and just picking up stupid, like, what did you just... I keep hearing my kids say Americanisms. I'm like, that's not what we say in this country. What are you saying?
You should always... You should only choose simplified English if you have to, obviously, in programmes. But, like what? I'm curious what Americanisms that they're picking up.
Trash. Garbage.
Oh, yeah.
What? No, you call it rubbish.
I mean,
I mean, in computer terms, yes, no problem, but you aren't talking about computer terms, you're talking about
the
Minecraft.
rubbish collector.
Yeah. Yeah,
well, I mean, in my game, I am calling them garbage ships, because calling them a rubbish ship really does not work. They are ships that pick up rubbish, but they're garbage ships.
Dustbin ship.
A dustbin ship. That doesn't work out. Garbage ship just kind of works. Garbage scow.
You should call it the ITV show Millennium Dustbin.
We have actually got near on a full set of the old dusty bin stuff here, like money boxes, egg cups.
That's probably worth something, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Not a vast amount, I thought. But...
well, not unless you actually have actual dusty bin.
No, not actual dusty bin, but we've got like all the chinaware and the cups and pin badges and fuck knows what else.
What was the...
Apparently I showed an interest in them as a child.
Ooh, Rosenheim Raceway. I don't remember this one. Let's do that. Hold on, garbage, bin men. Yeah, it was from Star Trek, wasn't it? One of the Klingons said they called the Enterprise a garbage scow. So that's the word. I need to look at what the word scow is because I have no idea.
You heard what?
No, it's when the Enterprise was trying to sneak into.
No, it was Trouble with Tribbles episodes. I'm sure of it.
Okay.
Because they had Klingons on board, and the Klingons they don't like Tribbles, and they were bad mouthing the Enterprise, and Scotty's like, you can say what you like, and then they called the Enterprise a garbage scow, and they got in a fight.
So here's a question for you: when you get a Klingon, do you shake?
Whoa! Oh, nearly, Schalke. You nearly made it past. Nothing to do with me. You went past me and Jay just pit maneuvered you.
Oof. What? There are multiple routes.
Yes, there are. There's a tarmac one which is longer, and a dirt one which is windy but shorter. I'm hoping you guys are messing each other up so I can... Oh, there's Max. Parkside base for reasons. Whoa! Oh, God. I'm not brave enough to play this properly. You just have to keep your foot down and just oversteer around all the corners. And it gets sketchier and sketchier.
I've got all the armour on because when we play with all the AI, and you need the armour. When there's only 4 of us, you really don't need it. So I'm losing on like basically flat out speed.
Yes.
Plus my armour like slows me down.
I mean, in
significantly.
theory, you should have really a setup per track, because this track is not a fast track. So it's more about getting out the corners. You want to have a shorter gear ratio. I wouldn't worry about it too much. I mean, that was just because you were fishtailing and I was carrying a lot of speed. I am in a very light car, though. Banzai!
Shark just like flipped up in the air big time. Hello!
How?
Honk.
Whoa! How on earth does Schalke, his guardian angel, I slam into him and he just does a pirouette and then just comes out, slightly more dented, but facing the right way.
Yeah. Jammy git.
However, it was
I do have bad luck also.
well,
Sometimes.
it was worth it though.
That was a very enjoyable race. Sorry, Shulker.
Now, if I had been sensible, I wouldn't have joined in that little rumble, and I probably would have come in first. But I'm
But
not.
that was so much fun.
I'm not. I think I fixed all the bugs in Sneaky Spaceships, by the way, and you now get kit back to the main menu if the server goes down.
Nice.
No, not nice. It doesn't. You can't go back into another race though. Another event, another thing. It just breaks horribly, telling me Steam's not there. But add 5 features, then fix 4 bugs. Thankfully, not add 5 features, fix 6 bugs. Yeah, it is. I will be genuinely curious to see if there's any difference whatsoever with the thumbnails. Because we could, in theory, do one... Because we only play like 7 or 8 games, like, weekly. So, could actually just organise one for each and see if it does. Because was it a Tom Scott video that just says something like clickbait is just unreasonably effective? I think it was a Tom Scott one.
Oh well, yeah, I think it is. But I think you need to have a thumbnail ready to slap on as soon as you upload as well, because the T period is immediately after uploading, isn't it?
Yes.
I think it will help getting rid of that playlist in the channel as well.
Well, I don't actually know if we get any, but I was very surprised to see that 80% of our views are not from subscribers.
Yeah.
I suppose my subscribers watch my dev streams, and when we're doing gaming, we just get the randoms. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will now say every 9 seconds.
Want to see more smash ups?
Whoa!
Oh, nearly successful G10 there. Quite pleased with that.
But YouTube,
Daniels are battling out the back of the pack here.
it did give some information, but basically saying, in a very nice way, I think it was saying you'll have to try very hard to grow your channel and maybe spend some money. Like it was,
On what?
well, adverts. I mean, I can't always pay. Oh shoot.
Pay for adverts to make people skip the adverts on your channel.
No,
Right,
no,
I don't
no,
understand.
no. What?
Oh,
No,
pay what?
I advertise the channel in other places.
Oh, right.
I don't pop me through going, why don't you watch my stream? Because hopefully they are. But yeah, you can have, but basically YouTube was saying that you know your subscriber base do watch it, but most stuff comes from elsewhere. So you need to make
Well,
them.
you don't want to pay. You don't want to pay for marketing. That's the
No.
mug's game.
Well, it's not, but only.
Yeah, but it's not like you've got a merch to sell or something like that. It's not
I-
like you've got a YouTube business. So.
Yeah, but let's say, damn.
Fires everywhere.
He's going out. Or not.
I'm being penalised because I went through that over that little bump thing, that bump of land.
Oh, you were penalised
Yeah.
because you were cheating. I see.
Yeah.
But the weird thing was, the video, the comment, or the someone put on the video. He said, "I've never seen
Wow,
anyone
that's
hold a
not
steering
really-
wheel like that." But it was on our Factor 2 video, which was like 3 months ago or something. Like it was a very weird thing to suddenly have someone comment on.
Oh, well after. Yeah,
Yeah.
it does happen though, doesn't it?
Well, it did happen, but I was like, "That's really odd."
Someone watched your video months after it had been put up on YouTube.
Well, yeah, but it
What's odd
wasn't.
about that?
Well, it wasn't a good video or anything on it. It was just when we played our Factor 2 on the motion rig. I didn't like it. So, it's just a weird one to even bother commenting on. Thank you, Uatech. I will try. Uatech says everyone should crash lots, but except me.
Front of you, yeah. You should set it so everybody else but the host is out front. But basically make DJ Arcus last because he needs to be punished.
Well, when I'm doing SnowRun, I do try and be last, because that does make for better stream footage.
Seriously? You won't give me the finishing even though I've gone over the finish line once already, it's like, nope, you can't have it because you've been cheating. Seriously, that lumpy bumpy bit wasn't...
There's not that much left of your car.
I've got 4 wheels still, I'm still good.
Yeah, man,
Oh, I didn't hit you enough then.
you got 3 wheels and
Yeah.
a spare, more like.
I can see all 4 on it.
Yeah, 3 wheels and a spare, that's what I said. I might go with this because it's front wheel drive, and this is a bit of a... We have some sort of flying insect in the house. I don't know what it is. I'll say I'll say silverfish. I've no idea what it is. It's a couple little tiny flying things, but Dora is on the hunt.
Flies.
Could be fruit flies. Oh, hold on.
I'm pretty sure silverfish don't fly.
Yeah.
Oh, greenfish. I've no
I'm
idea.
sure they don't fly.
I don't know.
Lace ring.
I didn't check.
Are you sure they're not goldfish?
I am sure they're not goldfish.
Sure, not antlions.
Izzard, are you playing in Paris again?
I'm on GeForce now.
You have the best ping of anyone.
It's probably Google's data center or something.
It's probably
I don't
just.
know.
Oh, it
I
might
don't know
be
what they use.
because I am near the transatlantic link, so it's possible it's a data center actually near my house. Not that it makes any particular difference. I was just amused to see that your ping is lower than anybody else's.
Yeah, well, I don't get that thing, do I? 'Cause I get
No.
my own data on top.
Whoa!
How did that work out for you, Joe?
So Max has gone with a massively rear-wheel drive car, and I've gone with a massively front-wheel drive car, and it seems to be. Oh, missed Joker! Yeah, once you get up to high speed, it's just so sketchy to keep the car on the road. So, I thought you would have taken the long route because you've got a powerful heavy car. I take it back, this car understeers like a fucking Ford Escort. Actually, unless they were rear-wheel drive, which they might have been.
Speed boost. Speed boost.
By speed boost, you mean you're ramming someone.
No, Sharp is going into my rear end. Can you do this? Can you skip over this bit? No.
I think that might be the bit that Max skipped over last time.
Well, I started going up the bank. I thought, oh, maybe I'll just tip over the edge into the other lane. Cloud.
Dora, what are you doing?
Pick one.
She's got massive murder eyes going on. try not to troll on the internet, but I couldn't resist earlier. There's a thing going on in New York at the minute where lorries idle, and if they idle too long and you report them, the person who reports it gets a bounty. Because essentially lorries are idling. And I was like, why do they need to idle their engines? Knowing what the answer is, because it gets very cold or hot and they need to run their AC. And I was like, I said, well, how long do they wait for? And he goes, well, you average 2 to 3 hours. Sometimes you wait as much as 14 hours. I was like, why don't they use electric ones then? Then everybody piled on me with, oh no, that won't work. It'll never work. There are no charging places. It takes too long to charge. And I was like, I thought you just said that we were stuck there for up to 14 hours. And someone goes, why don't you turn the air conditioning off in your house then? Because it's not environmentally friendly. And I was like, I don't run my house's heating off diesel, I think, quite importantly. But it was genuinely fun just watching all of the truck drivers immediately go, oh no, you can't possibly do that. It's like, well, you could.
You can.
But it's like, where would I plug in? I'm like, wherever you're fucking idling your engine for 14 hours because it's cold. That's where you'd plug it in. Oh, there isn't the infrastructure.
Electric trucks out now. Renault got one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, they don't exist. He's like, there are no electric trucks. I was like, there are. He goes, no, but not big Arctic. But then he said, not Arctic rigs. And I was like, the article's not an Arctic rig. No, there isn't. No, there's no Arctics at the minute.
Scania are launching it in June.
Right. So, Jay, but let's just diverge a bit. That's in the future.
Well, no, it's there now. It's being tested and going through all its final.
Yeah, but you can't buy it at the moment.
No, you can't buy it until June.
Yeah.
You probably put an order in.
Yeah. But the point was, this article is not about fucking articulated lorries. This article is about delivery vans. But it was just so funny watching everyone try and backpedal from, it takes so long and we're waiting for hours and hours and hours. It's like, oh, well, that's what you said electric vehicle charging is. So, God damn it. So, problem solved.
We've got that problem at the moment with Operation Brock, with the lorries all queuing up at Dover because of the Muppet who runs the ferries decided to sack everyone. And then when he didn't realise this, when you rehire everyone...
I thought P&O got sacked.
Yeah.
Did they run all...
Well, he sacked something like 800 staff. This is weeks ago now.
Yeah.
But what he didn't realise is when they tried to bring the ferries back into use, they all needed to be properly, because they've, been taken out of service for a long enough period, they all had to pass a safety inspection. And a whole bunch of them failed.
Brilliant. I was under the impression, by the way, that this was partly the French, shall we say, because there are apparently no blockades at queues at the other end, just leaving England. I don't have any facts to back that up, but I have heard tell. I didn't realise the P&O thing. I thought that was just passenger ferries. I didn't realise it was cargo ferries that they'd sacked people off. Oh, wow.
They've done there a lot. Yeah, they stuffed it big time.
Well, do P&O have separate cargo ferries? Or do they put cargo in their passenger ferries?
Well, I don't think they put articulated lorries on their passenger ferries. I mean, I've been on the passenger ferries. I've never noticed any, but I just might not have been paying any attention. Too busy trying to play DDR on a ferry. That's quite difficult.
Challenge accepted. Yeah, it does make you wonder that all these lorries...
idling. Yep.
Yeah, or one of the ones that I was thinking of was the lorries that are carrying food specifically. They have got I don't know enough about it, but I think they've got a separate fuel tank for the little way thing that runs the AC. But again, it's running off diesel or petrol or something.
Yeah.
It's not electric, which that little bit of the lorry or big bit of the lorry could be independently powered, surely, by a battery and have the engine conventional engine.
Oh yeah, it's just funny seeing people desperately trying to cling to information that's a decade old. Bees. Just trying to cling to stuff that's a decade out of date. Because someone said, he actually messaged me directly going, actually, all EVs are exactly the same. Because he had a van that packed up. Because all EVs are the same. There's only one manufacturer of EV motors. There's only one type of EV motor. And there's only one type of battery, all made by the same people. And I was like, what are you talking
Bullshit.
about? But I said to him, I don't understand how you're telling me this with such conviction. Well, on top of my head, I can tell you that batteries in EVs are made by Samsung, LG, Panasonic, and Tesla, and probably some other companies. And I'm like, I just don't understand why you think you're right. And Tesla are famed for making their own motors. And then I just Googled and I said, here are the list of the companies that make the motors for Ford vehicles. Like, I don't understand.
BMW made their own motors as well, didn't they?
Yeah, but I don't understand how you could be so wrong. And when I just go, that's not true, here's the link, he just goes, oh, you're an arsehole. I'm like, but that's, maybe, but that doesn't make me wrong.
I will concur with that statement.
Haha. But yeah, I mean, I said this before, I don't really have an opinion on many things. I just want to know, as I said the other day, the objective truth about what is actually there. EVs are made by a number of manufacturers with a number of different batteries, and they have very little in common. Because he had an NV200 van, and they're shit. So no battery management at all. Absolute awful. Whereas Tesla have astounding battery management, so they just don't struggle with overheating or supercharging being bad for the battery and all that stuff. Whereas the Nissan vans are
it's all about management.
big pile of
It's,
whack.
it's a bit like SD cards. Without the wear leveling on them, they're absolute horseshit.
Oh,
wear
yes.
leveling is the key
Yep.
to it. But
Yep.
if you didn't know that was a thing, you'd be like, oh, all SD cards are the same. They're all shit because
Yep.
I've had 3 and they're all bad. I'm like, you can't say that.
Yeah.
You know,
'cause
3
the-
isn't enough.
Yeah, the Nissans are famed for basically having no thermal. But he's like, oh, all EVs are the same. They just run air over the battery to keep it cool. I'm like,
What?
no. Like, my Tesla can
How would
warm-
you cool batteries down if it wasn't like air?
Well, you don't. I mean, I use...
A cold plate or something?
Well, I use a heat pump. All Teslas use
yeah,
heat
so
pumps.
then you've got a cold... I mean, is that a cold plate? Or a plate of
it's-
some sort?
Well, it's pipes. I mean, it can run hot or
Heat
cold down
exchanger.
it. Yeah, heat exchanger, yeah.
Oh, I see.
But it can run hot or cold down it because in the winter, you want to warm the battery up, not cool it down.
But what end? So that it accepts more charge or dishes out more charge more
Yes.
quickly?
Yes, both.
He sounds
Yeah.
like someone who's watched a lot of YouTube video. That's video singular.
A lot of a video, yes. No! No! Fuck off!
Yeah.
I was going to say, by the way, regarding the swearing.
Yes.
It's interesting that there's even the concept of a scale of badness of swear words.
Well, apparently you're allowed worse swears if it's a music video. You're allowed the F-bomb if it's a music video, that's okay, as long as it's not in the first 30 seconds. And some of it's whether or not you're swearing in the subject. But the words they don't want me to use are the C word, which I found a bit weird, and then racial swears, shall we say. You know, bad swear words, not...
Catastrophic?
Yes, that's the one. But yeah, they...
No,
You swear about
catastrophic swear words.
YouTube.
Yes, that seems to be fine. They
Can you,
just don't...
can you criticise other countries' governments?
As long as it's not the Israeli government, because that's obviously anti-Semitic to criticise them no matter what they do. That's anti-Semitic and racist. No matter what they do. One day I'll actually meet someone who cares about that, and I can have a glorious argument.
I'm sorry, I'm offended by your statement.
You don't even know what I'm
Yes,
talking about.
anti-Semitic.
So whatever. Dora, get off the I can't see. So the projector has a little tiny orifice, and Dora's sitting on the projector and then just plopped her tail over it. So she's okay, but when she moves her tail, the entire screen goes black. Dora, I wish I had the camera.
Dora, keep moving your tail, Dora.
The kissy sound that I do. That works for cats.
Yeah, and she stares at me with what? And now she stares at me with, why is it so bright? Why am I looking into the projector? Dora, come and love me. Come and love me. Okay, she's leaving. Dora, I'm coming to get you. Coming to love you. Right, that made her run away. Why are there 2 monster trucks behind me? I'm in a Mini.
Get that boys. Oh, sorry, Jay. I'm coming to eat ya. Nom 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 nom.
The other thing is, I have a sequential gearbox, so when I crash in third gear, if I'm on reverse, I have to go down, 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 and I can't click through the gears very quickly. It's really quite annoying.
Oh. This is a thing you've actually... This is virtual, not real, isn't it?
No, I've got flappy paddles, so I have to go up and down.
Oh, I see.
I can't skip 3 gears.
Right, and that's because you're choosing to do semi-automatic gearbox or something.
Yeah, automatic gearbox. Yeah. Manual gearbox, yeah.
Manual gearbox, okay.
Yeah,
It's still automatic, and you don't dip a clutch.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's sequential. But yeah, because the automatic gearbox mess is trash. It will just sit there at really low revs going, But it has the advantage that it will put it in reverse immediately.
Going back to your discussion about trash/garbage,
Yes.
some of that must come back from oldie English or something. Some of it. Not really all of it, but certainly trash, garbage, I don't know which one, but one of them must be like ye olde English or something.
Well, trash is quite an old word. You know, yakety yak, don't talk back. You won't get no spending cash if you don't take out the trash. Garbage, I don't know the derivation though. Like,
When I first encountered garbage when I started doing college and learning about computers, and it was like, oh, garbage in, garbage out.
Yeah.
Because that was like messed up data in, messed up data out sort of thing. Okay, fine, I get it. But I've never really familiar with that word prior to that.
Wait, hold on, Dora, what are you
What was
doing?
that is? You're very quiet.
Garbage Patch Kids.
Garbage Pail
Garbage
Kids.
Patch, yeah.
Pail.
Garbage Patch Kids.
Pail.
Garbage Pail Kids, yeah.
Cabbage Patch Kids. So I got distracted
Yeah,
by
both
Dora,
those.
she's murdering something, and I crashed my car. Wow.
Garbage Pail, was that American?
Yes.
Yeah. Garbage Patch.
Garbage Pail, Cabbage
No.
Patch.
That's it, yeah. Yeah, sorry.
It's
Was that
not-
the same?
Garbage
Was
Pail
that
American.
the same series but different?
No. What? No. Cabbage Patch Kids were adorable, cute, little, wonderful, unique babies that you could adopt. Garbage Pail
and the-
Kids were
were the opposite,
horrendous.
weren't they?
Yeah, they were.
It was all completely inverted the idea, isn't it? But
Yes.
it's still stickers and things, collectibles.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like the film. I don't care what anyone says. I have a soft spot for the Garbage Pail Kids movie.
Not seen it. Come on, Jay, you can do it.
You're in Blood Rose to join. We need some competition.
Well, I think Adam can't do that because he's on the rig, but I'll do that.
Please. Oh, do.
Do what? Invite Esmir and Blood Rose?
Yeah,
Well, I
please.
can't force him in, but I can say everyone Wreckfest.
Oh. Excuse me. What are you doing?
Ooh,
What are you
I
doing?
like this one.
What are you doing? Tell me what she's murdering. Right, now, every time I'm in this car, this track, I struggle because the gear ratio is short.
Oh, I like this track.
So
Quick,
I'm
come on, quick.
I'm going to choose a different car this time.
Yes, because all my armour screws me up. Oh, come on, let me choose a car.
Alright.
Just stop me from choosing a car, sorry, 1 second. Gonna try the TriStar. Paint shot quickly. Oh, no, colours, livery. Does it matter what
Etymology of
position?
trash. Probably of Scandinavian origin,
What, garbage? Oh, right.
akin to Norwegian dialect called trass. Perhaps Old Norse tross. Rubbish, fallen leaves and twigs.
What about
Swedish
apologies.
scrapper.
which sounds pretty French?
Well, no, it's just, I reckon it's from Norwegian. What do you reckon, Izzard? Like an old Norwegian?
I don't know, I wonder if there's a similar Finnish word, although...
Well, that's easy. Xiaoka, can you just list us all of the Finnish words and we'll see if one's close?
Roska. Jäte.
No, in order. Not willy-nilly. We need all the Finnish words in order. What's the first...
All of the Finnish words.
Yeah, all of them, then we can see. What's the first Finnish word? What's the most the first most alphabetized word?
Well, it would start with a double
What's
A.
Finnish for aardvark?
Yeah, well, no. No!
What's Finnish for aardvark?
The best guess my brain is producing is aavikko.
How many A's does that begin with?
That was double A.
Do any words start with triple A?
Yeah. Completely forgot they had to sound left there.
That would be like ungrammatical.
Okay, so if you have an A with an umlaut over it, don't you?
Yeah.
Right, does that come before or after a normal A?
All those are after the.
Oh, really? So you can have the word aardvark, but like a metal band aardvark, and it comes at the end. That's interesting. I did not know that. I've learned something not very useful today. Brilliant.
When everybody's spending time on the internet, they are using less Finnish constructions.
Well, it's probably for the best.
Good.
Yeah, but
Homogenise the internet.
Yeah.
it's annoying because it's using more words. Because English doesn't have the corresponding things.
Excuse me, English has all the words. Think you'll find?
Eventually, you will all comply and speak Mandarin.
In English you must say it rains. You
Yeah.
can't just say rains.
You can. I can look up. No. Okay. So imagine for a minute, Max. So Max, I have to do Max because he's British. Max, you're in my house, right? And I look outside and I just go, raining. And you'd be like,
No.
yeah,
Not again.
yeah. I wouldn't say, behold, it rains.
You might say, oh, it's raining again.
Yeah.
You're missing
Or it's
the
raining.
verb if you say such.
No, I can just say rain.
Sentence.
No, I can just say raining. Like raining is a whole sentence in itself in English.
Well, Jay, mate, press it up
Verb
for both
on
of
in
us. Well
that.
done.
Say again.
Where's the verb in raining?
Well, raining is a verb. That's what's happening. It is raining. It's also an adjective.
Rain is a verb, but rain can also be a substantive.
But
The raining may
I
be
feel
a
like an
substantive.
asshole.
But raining
You are.
is a whole sentence. You go, raining. That's
No, it's
it
not.
is. Yes, it. Okay, I'm going to give you another one-word sentence. I'd like you to translate it for our Finnish friend. Horses.
What did you say? Horses?
Horses. If I say horses, what do I mean?
What knows?
You
Yeah,
are all
Is that-
liars.
Is that a West Country thing?
What? No. Well, no. No, it's not. Seriously, if I'm driving along in a car and I just say horses, you've no idea what I'm talking about.
There'd be a horse box.
Or horses in a field. I mean, look, behold, there are horses in that field. Gaze upon them. Baby horses, grown-up horses. Just
Yeah,
horses.
but that's contextual, isn't it? That's contextual. You can say that now and be like, oh yeah, it makes sense. It doesn't make sense.
No, I
It's
might
not-
do.
It's not the most contrived of your arguments ever.
If you said
Have we offended
horses,
Shaka?
if you said horses now, I'd be like, where?
Why did Shulker quit?
My mistake.
Ah,
I
all
was
the
dead
points.
for so long.
But if you said
Points
to me,
reset, maybe.
if you said to me horses, I would be like, where?
Yeah, but that's still not a sentence.
That's not
Yeah, and that's not a
Yeah.
uniquely English thing either, is it?
It pretty much is. Americans don't do
I
it.
bet a Frenchman could go, Cheval!
No, he'd be like, aha, lunch. Whatever the French word is for lunch. Hey Siri, what's the French word for lunch? Petit, no,
Petit déjeuner.
no, déjeuner. Petit déjeuner is breakfast. The little
Yeah.
lunch.
Yes, that's not what you asked.
What's grand déjeuner then? So an all-you-can-eat buffet.
A Grand Cochon.
Well, I try not to swear on this channel because we'll get demonetized. I've no idea.
No, because you haven't ticked the box.
Big pig.
Big pig. Ah, bouchon, mais oui.
Yeah.
Okay, so not picking a shit car has genuinely helped how I do on this level. Because normally I max out at like 83 miles an hour down the straights, just going,
So I could use a better car.
well, a better car, just one that I'm now doing 100, 105.
Yeah, this doesn't have that top speed.
Yeah, but the hearse is a quicker car. Well, it has more top speed, but it's a bit slow.
Sounds like someone grating. I don't know. Not a very nice sounding engine.
English has this thing that if you're speaking about the generic person, you might say it's that you are doing. Like when you are on the street, you might sleep. Then
Yeah.
that you doesn't mean the second person, but it's the generic thing.
Ah, yes. When one, or correctly, when one is on the street, one may slip.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
But that kind of construction I see slipping into a Finnish sentences, and it's correct sentence, but it's not like how you would use structures that is not found on English.
So you wouldn't use the generic you, meaning not you. Wow, English is confusing when you think about it. Yeah, so if I said to you, oh, you better not go in there, I mean no one should go into there. And if I say you might slip, I mean anyone might slip. But you is not...
I believe in Russian they also don't say I as in I am doing something.
Yeah.
Is that same as what you're saying? Like you don't use...
Well, and in Russia you say...
the way that they don't use I.
In Russia you say, we are doing that.
In English you need to say I am, but in Finnish you can just say am.
Well, in English you can. If I went, I'm going to the shops. Isn't Shaka going to choose a B?
That's like omitting a word.
B. Well, in English you'd say I'm going to the shops. In Russia, the shops are going to you.
I'm going to the shops for some crisps and a packet of fags. Can I get you anything?
Half machine?
Yes, I haven't listened to that in years.
Ooh, nice carpex.
No, it isn't.
Get him!
Jay, I've noticed you always try to take someone out in the first 50 metres.
Who? The royal you. I have a plan for this, which is to follow Max around very slowly and let him take the brunt. No, I overdid it! Oh, and here's Nando Loris.
I promise not to take Shawcrow out.
I like it when the server fills up, so then we can show solidarity.
Are you fishing for some kind of
No,
protection?
you can show solidarity. I'm not going to.
Max, that was impressive. You nearly just completely lost it, just bouncing in the air.
Got you. Those are speed holes.
Jay, you did a great job dodging my attack then, but didn't quite come out.
Way drifting.
My brakes are damaged apparently, which stops me accelerating. Oh, I'm missing a wheel. That might have something to do with it.
You hit that quite hard.
Yeah, but my brakes are damaged and my suspension's damaged. I'm like,
Aha.
I've still got a wheel.
Sorry,
oh, I know I've got a wheel. Okay.
I got a wrecking assist.
Yeah, that me.
Ah, more gears.
Turn, damn you! I need this thing to turn. It doesn't want to anymore.
Wow, see, it's to show more mechanical sympathy.
I thought that meant something was rocking.
No, mechanical sympathy is like, you know, if you're
When
not...
you cry oil.
No, what?
Oil can! Oil can!
Where you are gentle with machinery so you don't break it.
It's the opposite of. It's the opposite.
Yeah, buy a new one.
It's the opposite.
dear.
It's the opposite of if you can't find it, grind it.
Could we do this track again in the reverse?
Yeah.
I think it's a lot better in reverse order.
Well, you could just drive backwards. I'm not stopping you.
Is that a thing that's doable? Can we make it?
No, so it's a shame because reverse demolition derbies are a thing where everyone does the whole race backwards, and they are hilarious. But it's not in this game, which is weird because it's a real thing. How you doing back there, Schalke? I can't make you do it, unfortunately, and the game doesn't really have proper camera support for it, which is a shame. Cause I think it. Oh bollocks!
That was quite insane. That one, Adam.
It is. They've still got tons of health left.
Just a little bit too fast.
What I'd like to do now is dip out and be able to customise my car.
Well, you could, but you'll lose your points because we're now in champ. Yeah. So I don't know if you heard, but we are on Wednesday. We will be playing Open Roller Coaster Tycoon because I found it existed.
Ooh.
So yeah, I don't know how it works. Whether we're all going to be in one park, different parks, helping each other, spreading out, or what?
Oh.
Now the question.
That was great.
I think that did more damage to you.
I can't see him, I can just hear him.
It's on your left, on your right, on your left, on your arse, on your right.
Well, aren't you in the way?
That's me there. That's me, yeah. But anyway, I'm still in the car. I mean, why am I in the car if I did not finish?
Well, I mean, you're still in. I mean, your car hasn't finished. You can't get out and walk. That doesn't count.
Why not?
Safety first.
Because that's definitely not how races work.
Well, why is Jay's engine sound like still running? I don't understand what's making engine running noises. From a spectator's point of view, you can still hear engines as you went past Jay.
Did I get? Oh no, Shaka hit the wall. Come on, come on, car. All I need to do is not screw this up like last time. No!
Incoming.
No! Oh!
Where's Schalke gone?
Oh!
Was that a DNF as well?
That's one for the.
Unfortunately.
That's one for the what's we call it? One for the replay. That is.
Because look, from my point of view, you just both disappeared behind a building.
Yeah.
So I didn't actually get to see what happened.
No, Schalke. I went wide enough so Schalke pushed me a bit wider, and I bifurcated my car. But I thought I made it. I was like, yes, I have. I should have gone a little bit tighter. I shouldn't have given the opportunity.
So who's first? It's Schalke or is it? I can't tell.
Schalke, and then Izzard will be second.
Alright. He's still got like 75% health.
Because he's been hiding at the back.
Was it 60? I don't know.
Did we decide, by the way, if a big girl's blouse is the blouse of a big girl or a big blouse for a girl?
Should be the same thing unless they're into wearing very tight clothes.
Well, it could be a small girl with a big blouse. Or it could be a big girl who owns a blouse. I mean,
the order, the precedence really tells you which it is.
The big girl's blouse.
Yeah.
It's a girl.
Blouse into a blouse belongs to a big girl.
Well, I'm just saying there's no reason to assume that it's inappropriately sized for the wearer.
Yes.
Adding extra.
I guess that is technically true. So it could be, you're saying because it's a big girl or a big girl's blouse, that they are one and the same. Whereas
the point is, it is too big for the wearer,
well,
which is a boy.
Oh, I hadn't actually. I don't.
It's not because Adam, because it's not oversized girl's blouse, is it? That would be a bit more complex.
I mean, if it was a girl's big blouse, it's easy because obviously it is a girl and the blouse is big, regardless of the size of the girl. But I feel it is somewhat ambiguous because it could be a tiny girl who owns a massive blouse for reasons unknown, or it could be a very big girl who owns a very small blouse, again for reasons unknown. Who knows?
Yeah, it's like a plastic dog bath.
I don't actually, Max, I never actually thought about that being the usage before. Like the blouse is too large for the boy that is wearing it. Wait, why? Hold on, I've got it wrong. I need to change it. I'm in first place. I should be in last because I'm ahead in the thingy. I've messed it up.
Anyway.
Get him!
Yeah, get me. Oh god, I think. Oh no, I'm out. I've only got 3 wheels. Oh my god, I didn't even finish the start straight. Jay, it's a race. You're supposed to go and win and get points.
I was pushing you along, but
What, for 3 laps? No, I'm dead. I'm totally
Yeah,
out
why not?
because you won't finish it in time. Well, I'm going to watch Nando Loris because he chose the wrong class of car.
So do I.
Oh. He's got a pretty car though, but it's quite slow because it's wrong. But Max, in the phrase, you don't say you're wearing a big girl's blouse. You insinuate that the subject of your insult is a big girl's blouse.
Is the material itself? Yeah.
Yes. Oh, poor Nando. Poor Nando again.
That's kind of English idiom.
I have no
What
idea.
does it mean?
If you're a big girl's blouse, you're a wuss.
If you're a big girl's blouse, you're a great wet lettuce.
Yeah. So you're just a big softy.
Gone the wrong way.
I was also wondering.
Taking a shortcut or what? He's taking some sort of hacky thing. It's gone off miles off the.
I don't
piece there.
think that was on purpose. I think he just took the corner quite badly.
Ah, right.
Some people might think it's a misogynistic phrase. It depends if you like big girls, I suppose.
Or blouses.
That isn't what makes it misogynistic.
Is it anti-clothing?
No.
Derivation. Oh. Wow. It comes from late 70s, from the TV sitcom Nearest and Dearest. It was made up for a stage show featuring one of the characters. A weak or effeminate man, a sissy, a Nancy boy, a panty waist, a pansy, a wuss, a milksop, an effeminate man. There you
All the
go.
rage these days, apparently. All the rage these days, apparently.
What, big girls' blouses?
Yeah. Being effeminate.
Wow.
Well, judging by those Pornhub statistics I was looking at earlier, it's true.
You can look at the NHS statistics, I'll tell you.
What? What, of how effeminate people are? I mean, apart from my massive beard, I'm quite effeminate. And my voice, and the things I say. What's the metric? So the metric is, I used to work in a company in Brighton, and the company had about 100 people in it. And a mate of mine, not a mate at the time, he came to join the company. His name was Duncan, and he knew there's a lot of gay people in Brighton, so he tried to work out who was gay during his interview, and he was very sure I was. And I put my hands on the hip, and when I found out, and I was like, what the fuck? Apparently that didn't help my case.
Are you not gay?
Are you absolutely sure of that?
Wow. Wow. Well, then just for that, you're not going to get your own bed when you come to visit.
If you are wondering about the burdensome bundle of sticks, then the English expression probably doesn't mean to bug people, and it's as in biting. I'm wondering whether that's like homophobic in its meaning. Why is that not a bad swear word?
No, a faggot is specifically a bundle of sticks. It is the collective term for sticks, like held together. That's just a bunch of sticks. Like, it's just a really old collective term. I've no idea where the Americanism comes from. Because they abbreviate it. Well, like I said, they abbreviate it to fag, but to us, a fag is a cigarette. Again, I have no idea what the derivation is of that.
Not necessarily. In school, a fag was someone that used to do chores and shit for
Oh, there is that, isn't there? Yes, like a suck up, like yeah. I forgot that because well, yeah, because that's a term on there are certain forums. You got the phrase newfag, which just means someone of no importance, the absolute lowest level of the forum or whatever.
That came from toxic sport culture, where everybody calls, everybody insults, and then that starts to become an in-group thing.
Yes, I mean, well, I mean, obviously something awful forums at their peak were enormous, but it was just one of the in-terms used there. I mean, there was no hatred behind it. It was just what new people were called. I mean, to a degree, you know, it's like calling someone a noob. You know, that could be quite. Oh, Jay, you fucking fail. You had 1 pixel of health, 1 corner, drove into a wall.
I think it needs to be insulting in order to work in the in-group function.
It wasn't though. That genuinely wasn't an insult. Newfag can't Triforce. It's just
So,
that was the.
this is what gets me. I've got a friend that's of African origin. He calls me a white honky, which apparently is racist. I call him things as well. But it's meant as a laugh and a joke. We do that between us. But if somebody heard us, they'd take offence by it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the gentleman some of the stuff. It depends if it comes from a place of love.
What's the rules for those? Just same track, same everything.
Oh no! Hold on. We're going to say one forwards, but I'm going to change the grid order because it should be perf points, not perf points reverse.
Oh, excuse me.
Wait, is it perf points or is it cup points? Cup points reverse. That's something that got changed. It's now cup points reverse. So I should be at the back, and Nando should be at the front, just as soon as Shaka chooses an A.
A class again?
Yeah, but we're doing it forwards, and then we'll move on.
Shaka, teach us a Finnish idiom then. In German.
Yeah, but he probably could, so let's not do that. Oh, good, I'm at the back.
To meet at the Skinner's Lodge. I would have to find something where the idiom has good English word parts.
I can't remember if it might be Finnish, but it might be Dutch. Let's fart about the price. Means to haggle. Beep beep. Right, don't know if that's a Finnish one.
I do not recognize that.
A lot of the point I was making, Jay, is it also comes from a position of power. If you two are equals and friends, then the wordplay doesn't have the same meaning about when you're using it against an oppressed minority, when you are, you know, I'll say suffering from white privilege, shall we say. Oh, what? Reset?
Still a bloody wolf.
Oh, no, it's changed mine. I don't need to reset. Oh, no! That was a beautiful high-speed pit maneuver that did me worse than it did Schalke.
I did quite a fair console test.
Hey, we were going very, very fast.
Yeah, you weren't going to take the corner.
So in the English you have this insult bugger.
Bugger! Yes.
Doesn't that mean something negative? That's why.
Yes, but it doesn't. It's a different word. Like, well, okay. If I were to bugger someone, that's anal sex. But if I buggered up someone's car, that's not the same thing at all. Does not mean I had anal sex with your car, probably.
And that's the same thing. Like if a car gets effed up, it doesn't like the same function.
Yes, but if a
The
car,
same function, yes.
yeah, but if a car gets fucked up, it does not mean someone's had sex with a car.
Although there are people out there that put tights on and bugger a car.
But you can't bugger a car. There's no
No.
anus to bugger.
Well, your car might not have an anus, but electric cars do.
I mean, the word fuck's probably one of the most overloaded words in the language.
Yeah, because you can be buggered. But so, to be buggered, if I say I'm buggered, I do not mean I have recently engaged in anal sex. What I mean is, I'm tired. And then you can bugger about, which means to mess about. It's one word with an awful lot of contextual meanings. Buggeration.
Yeah, same as fuck.
Yeah. Or bugger just means whoops. I mean, you could try it, Shark, and next time, instead of when you make a mistake, instead of saying bugger, just shout anal sex and see if it has the same sort of feeling, because it's about the context. It's quite a low-grade swear word as well. Like, you know, you can say that one around granny.
You hope.
Well,
Oh no, you can't.
Depends on the grandma, I think.
I mean, my aunt used to get angry at the word crap. And I'm like, Bugs Bunny says crap, therefore it must be fine. Proof that television corrupts our children.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, Finnish, I probably don't think anything else is that be open-assed is to be low on money.
Wow, so the insinuation, if you're out of money, you become a rent boy.
Oh, I haven't thought of that.
Wait, really?
Might be. That meaning was lost on me.
Hold on, I've got my phone here. Hold on, let me just Google image search, open asked. Oh my god. Right, well.
I don't know, I just translated that on the fly.
Yeah.
I don't know how to search that.
Still driving. Oh, nearly everyone.
I think he might have two vehicles.
Might have what, sorry?
I think Lando Norris, has got two vehicles.
No, he's just done. I've been watching him. He's just doing some really good cornering. Also, he hasn't had anyone messing him up. Go on, Max, get him, get him!
I'm trying to. I've got too bloody slow.
I was gonna wait until I got to the finish line and slam the brakes on, but I thought, no.
Doesn't matter. Once you get past that line, it doesn't. But you have control taken away from you.
Knocking me over the bar.
Had the best lap as well. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was watching. He was doing really well. Was it? Oh, this one.
I did find a big list of racetracks the other day that we was playing when this first came out. Don't know what I've done with it though.
Yeah, I found one, but unfortunately, it's out of date. But yeah, so I've always found words fascinating. I found the way words change and grow really interesting. How words that were perfectly fine are now absolutely not fine, and how how they change.
Yeah, you're a logophile.
I'm a what, sorry?
A logophile. Lover of words.
I like logos. I do.
No?
I do.
Words.
I also like logo.
Logo means servant, doesn't it?
What?
Logo comes from the root servant.
Logophile means lover of words.
But why isn't it a wordophile?
Because you need to base it on Latin. Or the fancy languages.
Logophile.
There are some fancy words that you can simplify, and it feels very different when you simplify it.
My phone's not that close to my face. I read that as a lover of worms. I was like, wait a moment.
You need to look it up, I just told you it.
Yeah, but I'm curious of the derivation. Like, why logo? Why not lexiphile? Thesarophile?
That's a letter.
Yeah, no, like lexicon.
position for a decent established concept.
Yeah, a logo, Max is correct, comes from server, which is why we have logos, which are an image that does work for the company. You know, I dread to think how many years ago that is, and obviously why logo was a language where you could make the turtle do your commands. That's
Logo, not logo.
Bloody hell! A couple of corners, and he's gone, isn't he?
That's because no one's been fucking him up.
I've been trying to.
Buy him dinner first. Come back, I want to tell you about all the different meanings of the word bugger.
Oh. Well dodged.
Thank you. It wasn't actually, because I was trying to hit you, so quite badly dodged.
I was trying to hit you as well.
Aww.
Other option is to just block the road so you can't get past.
Well, he can, because he can just stop and then just push you out the way.
That was like the opposite of when you're walking down the pavement and
Honestly, you're really quiet tonight. What have you done to your microphone? I can't hear you.
Well, that doesn't mean you can talk all over me though. No one can hear me.
Yeah, you're a bit
I
quiet.
really can't hear him though. I really can't hear him. I'm sorry, I can't hear him. I'm having trouble hearing him over the game.
Probably got to be turned down.
Oh yeah, he was quite loud last time, so you may have toned him down, possibly.
Probably.
Why is it not balanced? I hate Discord. This is not rocket science.
Well, I'm not going to say it now. It's a moment has passed.
Oh, well, how can we make the moment back again? Open a couple of bottles of wine for Vectron.
Can't it? Bugger.
Time machine.
Right, I'm gonna pop out to Discord and try and turn Izzard up.
Yeah, ditto.
No, that's not how it works. Well, you could, yeah, okay, but only for you. No, I don't want to change
Yeah,
channel.
no, I'm talking about for me because I can't hear a bloody word.
Is our...
Oh, it's a 200%.
Yeah, you're at 200% for me as well.
200% for me as well.
From 94%. So.
Could you just get a little bit closer to your microphone?
Let me see what my sensitivity is set to.
Not very, knowing you.
Automatic.
That's probably half the issue.
I put it on input volume 100%.
That's louder.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly too loud. Put it between the too quiet and the too loud.
Well, you've all turned me up.
No, we haven't.
100%
You were already at 200.
Right.
That's actually
Cool.
manageable for me. I can actually hear what he's
I put it on 85%.
Is logophile a real word? Also called a word lover or a philogos. The related term is logomaniac, a person who's obsessively interested by words. Oh man.
Why?
Ludomaniac, there you go.
So, Max, are you a libro-cubicularist?
I have no idea, but I'm a logo maniac.
But are you a libro-curricularist? Well, if you're a logomaniac, then you should be also...
No, ludomaniac.
That's a rubbish game. Someone who reads in bed.
No, I'm not.
Damn it, I want to know the derivation. I want to know why logo.
Worms, there's probably a fear about that. Then that could be inverted to be loving them.
Fear of worms? Worms can't hurt you. They're more afraid of you than you are of them.
Yeah, but like there's
I'll show you break then. I get
With
front shakers.
someone going around the secret routes on track to beat us.
No, he just got out the way because he's in a slower car.
I just decided to beat him up.
No, he just went off to the side, that's all, which is perfectly valid. Because a good tactic in this is...
Daddy, stick him!
A good tactic in this game is to get the fuck out of danger, let everyone else wreck their car and then just drift past them.
there's the fear of holes. So I would think that by the same tokens that the fear of holes makes sense that fear of worms would also be selected for.
Holophobia. Can I make up a phobia? Is that allowed? And then decide what the word is. Well,
You can make up words.
Logo.
but
You could have logophobia.
yeah, but I could have Wreckfestophobia.
No, that'd be ludophobia.
Why would it be ludophobia? That's a fear of
That'd be
Ludo.
all games, not just one game.
Yeah, but Ludo. What happens? I'm just afraid of Ludo, but not any other game.
That does sound like
Is
you've
that-
been very
Is
selective.
that just ludophobia?
I don't know.
An easy phobia to manage, though.
Yeah. Not the debilitating nightmare it sounds it could be.
Wow. What about Cludophobia? Damn it, Shao Kahn!
Yeah, I mean, in the worst case match, you'd have to ask someone else to open the games cupboards.
I'm gonna
Funny,
award Izzard comment of the night for that one.
Yes, that was very clever. Oh, Jay, your front. Oh, your car's flapping about like a flappy thing.
Like a 1940s dancer.
No, like a Volvo in a racetrack.
This particular
Funny, all the
track.
cars. As soon as,
So this
Go on.
particular track's got really good cameras for some reason.
yeah, as soon as the vehicles go across the finish line, the AI takes over and immediately fails to turn. So it
Yes.
will come around the corner and smash into the wall.
So
Like this list that I found.
of what?
Eagles Peak, SB.
I mean, can you if you can stick it in the chat, and I mean the stream chat, that'd be
No,
cool.
it's literally handwritten on the back of my mouse mat.
It's not a good place to write anything. It's like having a screen on the bottom of your mouse or something.
No, it's written on the underside of my mouse mat.
Still no. So Nando, by the way, got the hell out of the way, and then he came up to third. He worked his way up the pack very, very well.
Beat him up.
He did beat him up. He still came in third.
Yeah.
That's all because we got destroyed and he's using the cheat code.
No, he's not. He's just driving well. And you should try it, Jay.
No.
You should.
The logo part is the Greek for word or speech.
But his logo, as in servant, a Roman one. What's that? Or, I wonder.
Logos? What's the word logos? Why does that?
It's an island.
It's servant.
It's a what?
It means servant. Same as logo.
Yeah, but if one's Greek derivation and one's Roman derivation, then, there might be. It's like the word homosexual. It's the worst word ever because the first half of it is Greek and the second half of it's Roman. It's horrible. Like what's it called? There's a word for that. It's not portmanteau, where we have a mishmash. Like television, I think is another one. Possibly microscope. Like it's a mishmash.
That's called English.
Yeah, but. Wow, Nando is away and clear.
I didn't realise that points mean prizes.
Well, yes, but he's in first. That's where he wants all his points. Oh. Bloody hell, Shaq. You hit the wall, and so I decided to just join you.
Driving in a driving game. What is this bug magic?
Yeah, but I followed you into the wall, and that was a terrible plan. So I'm doing terrible driving in a driving game. On your right. Shortcut. Ow, I've just cut myself on my right hand with the nail of my thumb on my left hand trying to steer. Ow. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Bloody hell. It does help that he starts in first place because he's not very high up the leaderboard. Oh. I ended up quite a way off the track then. Oh no, I've broken it. Come on, car. Come on.
Who was in the battle bus?
Me,
Max.
You're an arsehole.
really.
You also make a very good break.
It's because I've lost the differential. Hey, Nando. We were just bad-mouthing you. Yes, I've lost my front right wheel, and it's a front-wheel drive car. So, best I can do is make it rock. Oh, I really stabbed myself quite badly with my own body.
You want to go and mop yourself up?
No, there's no blood. I'm not like pouring blood. If I ever,
He's having a bitch and a moan.
if I ever puncture myself so badly, I need to actually, you know, do something about it. I think that's the point. I might retire from, well, might retire from life at that point. Or I've injured myself with my own hand.
Lots of times.
Usually there's been a tool
You haven't
involved.
seen where people have slapped their own hands.
Yes.
Slapped their own hands.
I said you haven't seen where some people have put their own hands.
Yeah, no, I hurt myself with my own hand. I didn't have a tool involved. I stabbed myself in the
Yes,
top of
there
my
are
hand.
lots of people- There are lots of people that have done that and caused themselves great harm.
Oh.
Ask Esmir.
There's nothing else involved. It's like when I accidentally whack myself in the nadgers by slipping my hand off the steering wheel. My testicles are apparently the only thing that can stop my hand at that point.
There are people that have done themselves considerable damage with their own hand.
Yes, but by accident. Is you're in the wrong car?
Yes.
Is?
He's good.
I'm AFK.
Yeah, there's a difference between doing myself an injury on purpose, which is apparently acceptable as long as I don't enjoy it, and then doing myself an injury by accident.
Yes. There are lots of people that have injured themselves by accident with their own hand.
Adam, it's a hybrid word or hybridism.
Hybridism, aha. Are you about to
A
join?
word that etymologically
are you joining
derives
us,
from
by
at
the
least
way?
2 languages. No.
Okay.
We've only been waiting for
20 minutes.
90 seconds.
like we've reset the timer like 3
Oh,
times.
okay. If you give me your PayPal addresses, I'll send you a few quid to make up for lost time.
Hooray! Bill Gates at Microsoft.com.
You couldn't afford my handly rate.
Your 90-second Lee Ray. I think he probably could.
Why? Why can't I? What's happened to my hourly rate?
Minimum charge to our
Yeah, but you can't just say an arbitrary minimum time. You've got to say minimum time 1,000 billion years. Okay.
Get him, boys. Right on the inside. Right on the inside.
No, fuck off! See, the problem with Nando is Nando's taking this seriously and he's driving properly. Whereas Jay, on the other hand, just apparently has a morbid hatred of all other vehicles on the road. Shit.
But kind of given that if somebody wins a lot, then gonna build up heat. Is also
No!
kind of kingmaker game. Well, luck in unhappiness there that I got to block Nando more.
Cheeky Nando.
That's a Finnish idiom. I think
Fuck!
that's recognized by English.
I'm trying to stay ahead of Nando. It's very hard because other cars keep getting in the way.
I may have accidentally just straight on his Nando.
Cars everywhere. Oh! Winner! God, bloody hell, that track is quite a... yeah. Roller coaster ride.
So much carnage.
Oh, good lap, Schalke. Blimey.
This is a weird game in that you can have faster laps if you are in multiplayer rather than in an empty track.
Because someone can push you along, yes, I guess that's true.
You can also get the Wreckfest breakings, which can be faster.
Well, that's technically referred to as Gran Turismo braking, because in Gran Turismo there was no car damage, so you didn't ever bother braking for a corner, you just ploughed into the AI, which would then slow you down to the right speed for the corner and shunt the AI off.
Oh, is that where I learned it?
Yes. Time is it?
Did you see that article I posted?
Oh, you broke up. Did we see the article you posted?
About the tractors.
Yes, yes. It's a shame. It's a shame they aren't self-driving and they can't send them back. I genuinely look forward to the first article about a Tesla that someone doesn't keep up the car payments and it drives itself back. No! Alex!
I get
Hey, remember, bollocks is bad, but the dog's bollocks is good.
You just keep it in a garage.
Most Tesla. You can get the Teslas are compatible with the automatic garage opening standard, so that might not work.
Yeah. Are they open? Are they open?
Depends on who's licking them.
You could clamp it.
I was going to say they're compatible with clamps.
Well, okay, so are you telling me then your goal is to spite Tesla by putting a clamp on your car and then never ever ever using it ever again?
Well, if you stop paying for it and you don't want it to be driven off by itself, then yeah, you might do that.
But you won't get to use it.
Wait, so if you disable its internet access,
You can't, well,
does it become completely useless as a vehicle?
no. If you disable its internet access, though, I mean, you'd have to probably start snipping wires. But yes, I guess you could do that.
Yeah, well you might do that then.
I mean, at that point, they'd probably just send the usual auto
Yeah,
wreckers
like a normal car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my point is, at some point, I suspect it will be Teslas will be the first to do that, or possibly the Mercedes that's coming out in May with the full self-driving. Full self-driving. Incidentally, Izzard, the car you linked earlier, was that an actual like option for the i3?
No, but they did make at least one or two of them because there were a few YouTube videos of them at trade shows and stuff like that. It's a bit silly, really, because I mean, I think that table to the left with a lamp on it is nonsense, and you would not want to try and read documents that you put on it. For example, twisting your spine around to the left. But if you're just someone who needs to be driven around town, like a MP or something, I think it'd be great.
Yeah. Nanda, there was no team effort there. That was just. If it was a team effort, I got hit rather a lot.
Is Nando not in Discord?
Of course he isn't. Why would he be in Discord?
The
Because we're all in the open channel.
Yes, but I hate to break to you, but although the Fortress Craft server is quite busy, it ain't that busy, and most people aren't in it. Bollocks. Everyone's going around that way, apart from Jay! Alright, I'm following the battle bus, that's my plan. Oh dear. Whoa! Go! This goes everywhere! Oh no! Wheels on the ground! Wheels on the ground! That was an exciting pirouette I just did. No! Go away!
Get him, boys!
No!
Oh, but he went through me!
Oh, and Jay wins! That's gotta be a bug.
What? Yeah, definitely, yeah.
What was that?
I said
You
Jay
winning.
wins, has to be a bug.
I know. That was bloody good fun.
Yeah. I like sticking one person, it's hilarious.
I like that track because there are some tactics, you know, do I follow people round? Like, I followed Max around the loop because he's likely to take out anyone in the way, and then just staying the hell out of people's way. My word, I got a good lap time. Yes.
Oh.
Can we do that one again in reverse?
The answer may surprise you. No, I am.
Yes.
I'm afraid not.
Bang it.
Back to stop. What? What?
Changing and counting down at the same time.
It just said taking you back to start tab, but I don't know why it said that.
Oh, because you pushed the wrong thing.
I didn't push anything, yeah. Hadn't got around to it. What? Yes, I am.
You're no longer in the chat. In the list.
I think you find I am.
Yeah.
Someone left something.
No? Izod has joined? Nando, you're quite welcome to join us. We do tend to play Wreckfest every Sunday. We're all atrocious at it, apart from Blood Rose, who isn't here. And she cheats by taking it seriously and not trash talking, and it's just basically hacks what she does.
Not on.
It's just not on.
Just not on.
Oh. Oh, bollocks!
Painted my car in Ukrainian flag colours for some virtue signalling.
The bit that's confused me is when people are doing that to raise awareness, and I'm like, I don't think that's like trying to raise awareness of Coca-Cola or something. Like, we're beyond
Well,
that.
it could do with some more awareness in Russia.
Well, I guess that is true, but I suspect changing my Facebook avatar is not going to achieve much there. I don't know if you followed the latest, but Putin is going in for cancer surgery and leaving somebody else in charge for a couple of days. Which is...
Yeah. But it's not like someone who's going to go, right, okay, he's under the anaesthetic.
Quick, just overdose the anaesthetic.
Yeah, or like, just, everyone get out.
Yeah. Oh no, there's been a terrible accident.
It's going to be someone who will just do whatever Putin would have done, or worse.
Wow.
So I don't see what difference it makes.
Just interesting that he is seceding power for a few days at this point.
Yeah, but I mean, Boris Johnson had to do that when he had COVID.
Well, yeah, shame he got
Not
better.
really. Yeah.
Yeah, same with
Also, he still ran the country from his deathbed, or whatever it was.
no, same with President Biden. He relinquished power for 2 days, so Kamala Harris very briefly became the first woman president. So basically, if your leader is incapacitated, if they're unconscious for whatever, general anaesthetic, the vice president takes power. So if there's an emergency whilst they're under, you've already got someone who can respond immediately, rather than going, I'll just see if he's up.
Trump didn't know, did he, when he had COVID? Did he hand over to...
I think he just denied having it, so...
Because there's a TV, there's a film about that, isn't there?
Designated
About
survivor.
Yes, that's it, yeah. And it was some random that basically was about to quit. And they're like, you're now president.
Yeah, it's a good show. Keith Sutherland. Recommended. I'm good, thank you.
Okay.
Bye, Kaiser, bye. Bye, Kavazan. Okay, check.
That on, shouldn't I?
Should probably put the what? Oh.
That on my YouTube.
You boob.
That's a different website.
Well,
I don't like boobs.
Oh yeah, so this British MP who was looking at tractors.
Yeah, let's say tractors. Yeah, okay.
Everyone's
What
searching
was
for
that?
tractors to find the porn.
Yeah, so he said he was looking for tractors and it was a typo or something, and he ended up on porn. So I want to know what tractor site can be typoed to result in porn that you can't look away from.
Okay, you could Google a lovely big pair of tractors.
Someone suggested Corn Hub, which is pretty good.
Is that genuinely his response? Was
Yes.
I was looking at tractors.
Yeah.
Yes.
Typing error led to porn.
Has the woman
Blaming autocorrect.
Has the woman who watched him indicated how long he was watching it for? Like, it's 5 or 10 minutes. It's not much of a not much of it, but it's just like 2 or 3 seconds.
Why are we all in the same cars?
I'm not.
B-class. Everybody's cars didn't change.
I'm not.
I didn't bother.
Mine has a different paint job, but it's the same paint job as the other car. Very similar paint job. Mine have all of the I can do science me on the top.
I mean, my personal feeling is I don't really care what he was doing. What I care about is that he wasn't paying attention to, making laws in our country. Well, no matter what he was
He
doing.
won't be the first to do that.
Yeah, but that's what gets me. Like, with Rees-Mogg falling asleep and all that bollocks.
Yeah, they're all on their phone half the time anyway, aren't they?
Yeah.
They should ban
To ban phones, it's a bit harsh.
No.
Ban the phones in Canada whilst it's proceeding.
No, because
I don't think phones are just so integral part of society these days.
You might want to have to look something up, for example.
Really, you should go in fully prepared.
Well, Amazon have done a U-turn on that because pre-pandemic they banned phones in the warehouses.
Yeah.
And but they loosened up on this, and they've decided not to revert to their phone bans that they had before.
I assume only in the EU, not the US.
No, it's in the States.
Oh, wow.
One of the reasons was there was can't be 600 people died, but a lot of people. I'm sure it was a large number of people that were injured or something when a tornado hit one of their warehouses. No one knew because no one had allowed their phone.
I think you'll find that's the
Okay,
TV
well,
sitcom Superstore.
Nope.
That was a plot.
Amazon warehouse.
That was a plot line in Superstore.
Well, it might have been art imitating life.
are troubles with the bad conditions of the storage workers.
I mean, if a company comes out that's 90% as good as Amazon and treats its workers well, I will happily move across. But Amazon is just so unbelievably better than anything else in the market. I find it hard to... I don't know where I'd have to... If I were to buy all the stuff I bought, not from Amazon, I would have to buy it from like 20 fucking different websites, or 50. And no, bollocks to that.
I get that, but at the same time, I pay a monthly subscription for Prime. Yet there are items that I have purchased that are available at a lower price without Prime delivery.
Yes, well done.
Why?
Because that's what the sellers do, not Amazon. Nothing to do with Amazon.
You can choose what delivery you choose, though.
It doesn't happen very often, but if it is a low-ticket item and it is not fulfilled by Amazon, the sellers are losing money in order to sell it to you. I know some people who do that. Graham from Custom PCs, if you know him. And he struggles selling like £3 mice because he's actively losing money.
It was Illinois in December 2021, Amazon warehouse, 6 people were killed by tornado.
600 people?
6 people.
Okay, that's
600 people.
6 bazillion people.
I think the number of noughts on there was exaggerated. Yeah.
No,
They said that nobody knew about the warehouse going down because of the...
Well, they didn't know about the tornado that was ripping through several states.
But surely they would have had some sort of inkling. It's kind of just gone to work that morning going, I'm not listening to the news.
Tornadoes can
All
be...
600 employees.
Okay, say Max, what you're doing here is you're looking at it through English eyes. Allow me to try and translate.
Well, otherwise what they were looking at it through.
Mind that tornado, what tornado splat?
Oh, right.
Yeah, but also they might have known there was a tornado warning somewhere when they went to the start of their shift, but the tornado might have changed direction and developed over their several hours.
You can't tell me that nobody in the warehouse at all has any internet access.
I'm telling you,
Yeah,
that 6 people
exactly.
died. That's all I'm telling you.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's exactly what happens. You go in...
The premise was none of them have mobile phones, therefore they didn't know.
Yes.
But I can't believe there isn't like an office or some sort of manager's office which has
No,
some
you're
sort
right.
of internet.
Yeah, you're right. Someone knew about it and decided not to tell everyone. Or someone knew about it, told everyone, but they all thought, we can use this to try and get rid of the phone ban by claiming that we don't know. Let's die on this hill.
Well, that sounds
makes
pretentious
sense.
when you say it like that, doesn't it? But seriously, I mean,
I don't
you
think...
can't tell me they haven't got
It's
internet access inside the office.
Yes. What?
seems
Okay,
like they have an office, I don't know.
yeah, they don't. I've been to an Amazon warehouse. It's quite, what's the word? Spartan. You go in, you give your personal stuff across, you work your shift, you leave. Like
Without your personal stuff.
Without your personal stuff. Oh, no. Yeah, maybe that's in a locker. But yeah, it's entirely possible the manager doesn't have any phones. The manager's not sitting on the internet. Like, they are equally worked to death. Yeah. I mean, hence why 6 people died, because they couldn't get out. Maybe they found out quite late on, but in America they obviously have tornado warnings to phones going, get the fuck out of Illinois. And obviously they wouldn't have got them.
They've not got a landline?
They don't. The government don't ring everybody up on their landline going, yeah, you probably better leave.
Yeah.
What? You all talked over each other.
They don't ring up each of the individual landlines in turn, telling you there's a tornado. No!
Right, what they do is...
No.
This is a test of the emergency broadcast system.
Yeah, that's what they say. And then you're like, really?
And then a breakbeat starts, and you're in a 90s track. Yeah, they had in Hawaii they had a false alarm for a nuclear strike, didn't they? And everyone panicked for 45 minutes or something until they went, whoops, that was where that said that's not a drill. It is a drill. Sorry, everyone.
Eagles Peak, I like this one. It's definitely one of my favourites. I like the way this track has 3 crossovers and you almost never hit anybody on it.
Challenge accepted.
Go with a hearse.
This is what I was wondering. Is there no way of reading the state of the game at this point, saying I'm in this sort of state, and saying you need to press the button to sync the car?
Yes, but that's quite hard.
Was it no? It was a matter of screen scraping and going look for ready under your name?
No, I mean I could do, for example, I was thinking about if the car stops moving for more than 10 seconds, scan through the car again. But I haven't touched the code. It works. It's good enough. I've got into the habit of alt-tabbing. You know, that'll do. Probably more Malcolm's, but I will probably be doing a EV drag race day in, when is it? That's 6 or 8 weeks down in Oxford. If anybody wants to pop along. I think there will be ice cars there as well to compete against.
So Nando just used a shortcut down the side of the ramp. Oh fuck!
Yeah, loads of people do that. It's dangerous though because your wheels aren't touching the ground quite. But yes, you can accelerate if you're lucky.
Damn it!
Haha. But yeah, by the start straight, you can go to the left of that jump. But I've tried it, it's dangerous. No. No. Back on the grey stuff. But yeah, I'll find a bit of time over the next couple of days to download Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, open Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, and get it all working and pop it up on our Google Drive.
Lovely.
Yeah, well, I haven't played it. I love Roller Coaster Tycoon. The only thing is, I want to preemptively ban pre-made roller coasters. The goal is we'll have one lovely park, I think, and then we'll make it as cool as possible and make our own coasters. So I played Roller Coaster Tycoon on the iPad. It was the deluxe version, and it comes with like 100 roller coasters. So the game's almost boring because there's nothing to do. You go click, here's the roller coaster, done. Because normally you spend hours tweaking your roller coaster trying to get it just right. But here you just go click roller coaster, and then you just twiddle thumbs, wait for the money to come in. I'll see how the game or how it looks. But it should be cool. I still love it.
I remember when they came out, and I had to have there was a demo or something that came on CD on a magazine front cover.
Oh yes.
That's how long ago that was.
That would have been. I worked with the producer on that game, and he said it was brilliant. He says it's the easiest and most accessible game he ever worked on. Crazy Chris Sawyer would say, "I'm going to Alton Towers. Can I expense it?" And Rick would be like, "Yep, done."
Sacrificed my position in a failed attempt to take you out.
I did see a white dot fly past me and off. I actually did quite well that race. I came in third, but I did quite well.
Third place is second news, so.
You can't. I can't hear you. Wait till you finish the race and then mock me. Oh, you're not moving. Come on, press the loud pedal.
Yeah, it's not fight.
But yeah, at this point,
this isn't even first loser.
At this point, when I switch car, I probably could detect with Space Monkey that the car's no longer moving because all its variables freeze, like absolutely freeze. I could probably automatically search then and probably
Oh, the
should.
problem is then you might be spending your entire time searching for a race if you get a crash.
Doesn't matter really. No, like if I
DNF.
like yeah, but if you when you're not moving, you're still moving. Right now, my velocity is measured in thousandths of a centimeter per second. It's not zero. It's nearly zero, but it's not exactly zero.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to stay ahead. Max is catching me up there. You're 20 points behind me.
No!
Matron.
That just sounds like Kenneth Williams.
Willow the Wisp.
It was a fine day for you were.
Ah, do you know who Willow the Wisp was, by the way?
In the TV program or in real life?
In the TV program. Why was there a TV program called Willow the Wisp, and what was Willow the Wisp? Don't say he was a wisp.
It was an ancient poem.
No.
I know what Willow of the Wisp is.
So Willow the Wisp was a character voiced by Kenneth Williams in the British gas adverts that became so popular they made a cartoon out of it. So he's a gas flame.
Right, but
Ah.
you know what Willow of the Wisp is?
I know of it, but I don't think I've ever read it.
So regardless of the character, do you know what he actually was?
Gas flame. From a gas
No.
company. Well, he was. Oh, he was Kenneth Williams. He was a television. No, I don't know. He was a wisp. Thank you.
Isn't that the type of ghost?
Yes.
No, it's like it's a kind of
Magic.
environmental phenomenon above marshland, I think, where you get wisping curls of some sort of, well, probably gas or something. I'll look it up in a minute.
Oh,
But it's a thing
remember
that you might
the
see
that ghost
in
twice.
certain conditions.
It's also a natural thing.
Oh yeah,
also
very
what?
old.
Yeah, I remember that there's like bright lights that will try to lure people off the non-sun beach.
Foo Fighters.
Sunken beach.
Oh, lighthouses. Lando is catching me.
This deal keeps getting worse all the time.
I have altered the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further. Ha ha ha! Nando, in your face. But look forwards. In your face. We are by nearly 3 car lengths.
We're set in the middle of the game though.
That was a very close race. Yes, there's one ramp you can skip and one you can't.
I think I'm going to have one more and I'm going to go to bed. Whilst the entertainment is entertaining, I can't keep my eye.
Alright, CJ. Right, well, between us, we have got the elements of it. In folklore, the Willow the Wisp is an atmospheric ghost light seen by travellers at night, especially over bogs, swamps, and marshes.
Yes.
It is said to mislead travellers by resembling a flickering lamp or lantern.
Are you going to change car, by the way? It is? Well, just because we're about to.
Yeah, whilst reading Wikipedia, yeah. So, yeah, I think Sherpa was saying something along the right lines. Accidentally or Otherwise,
My memory.
very good. You know more about British culture than Adam.
I know all about
What's-
British culture. Pies,
I think you bite.
gravy, the Queen, those guards with the house, yeah, the rats. What rats?
The British folklore.
Robin Hood.
Robin Hood was American. I've seen the film.
Unlike other Robin Hoods, I speak with a British accent. Oh,
Was that Carrie Elwes?
it was. I fell off the ramp. Someone just.
Also American, or is he Canadian?
In my heart, he's British.
Maybe he's British then. As you wish.
I don't know actually.
Can't remember. He's one of those people that does convincing accents. Either way. Does anyone watch Slow Horses, by the way?
I watch all horse feeds.
Horses.
Where?
That's actually just a British road sign, though. So I assume it's a bit more than that. Like the one that says "slow children playing."
Horses. Yeah.
That's supposed to be slow comma children, isn't it? Not slow children.
Slow children playing, yes.
Slow children eating ice cream. Yeah, don't let them near my ice cream van.
I mean, I agree. I don't think children should be allowed near your ice cream van.
Yeah.
No!
Is it selling drugs?
That's a beautiful view from this point of view here. The car just spinning in air as it was like about to crash into the ground. It's hilarious.
Managed to recover it, but yeah, nothing I could do. My wheels weren't touching the ground.
No arrow.
It's not Quake. I don't have.
It's bypassing the second round also.
It's not Quake.
Holy shit.
I don't have Airwalk.
Denied. Wow, that took out every tyre there. If the aim of the game was to... If you got points for taking out tyres...
Achievements.
Tyre Wreckfest.
Tyre Fest.
Oh, see a bloody thing.
It should be called We'll See Who Tyres First.
Ah.
I still need a name for my game, by the way.
Which one? Sneaky?
Sneaky Spaceships, yeah.
Just got a snow runner in space, I think. Shouldn't there be any legal problems with that?
There might be. No, something like Daytona Institute Space Haulers or something. Like something that's just a bit... the Daytona...
So, you reckon Space Runners is already taken, right? So you're going to have to call it Snow Space.
So the thing is, the indie games tend to be called things like Space Truckers or, Jumbo's Future Space Trucking Emporium, whereas commercial games tend to have...
too long.
Well, commercial games tend to have one word, or two. But if I say to you Assassin's Creed, you've no clue what the fuck I'm talking about. None at all. You need a massive marketing campaign in order to explain to you what the game is. And that's the problem.
It's a major plot point in the single player, isn't it? They focus on the name
or Mirror's Edge or Quake. Yeah, they're just words. I might just call it Jack. Maybe, what was Quake? Was Quake the name of the big blobby god that you killed? I don't know. Were you Quake? Was it just called Quake? Was it just a word? Same with Doom. Doom doesn't appear. There isn't a Doom in the game. There is Doom, but it doesn't mean anything. It's just a cool word they picked.
Isn't there kind of like a doom because of like a post-apocalyptic state of being overrun by aliens?
Well,
99.
So,
night, Jay.
okay, how about space fare, but F-A-R-E, like a taxi fare?
Quite like that. Can I call it Super Space Fare? Bear in mind, of course, the taxi's just the first vehicles. That's not what you play the entire game. That's just the starter one.
Oh, damn it.
So
Yeah.
you start from taxi and then progress to something else, just
Yeah.
because the taxis are the ultimate peak.
The taxi's just the
Space
first
career.
thing. Max, if you look in the Sneaky Spaceships channel, there's actually a pinned document with all sorts of pictures and diagrams. Like, so I've actually planned this for once. It's first for me. I just need the names, then I can buy the Steam slot and then actually put some screenshots up and start, do a trailer and start to get some wish lists. I can't call it Sneaky
Planning a
Spaceships.
game isn't unusual for you.
Yes, it is.
Developing what you planned is unusual for you.
I don't usually plan stuff anymore, bother. I've got a good idea. But I actually, like...
I've got an idea, and it's as hot as my pants.
I was stuck at Starbucks with my laptop, and for some reason, they blocked access to Subversion. So I could get at Google Documents, but not Subversion. So I just wrote documents instead.
Put that under hashtag first world problems.
Yes.
I was stuck at Starbucks with my laptop and Subversion was blocked.
Yes, well I was
And
stuck...
then I spilled caviar on my screen.
Well, I was stuck at Starbucks on my work laptop whilst my car was being wrapped. So yes, particularly bourgeois.
How awful.
Void logistics.
Thank you, Lando. Yeah, I could have gone round it on my phone, I just couldn't be bothered, so I just sat there and wrote some ideas and went, oh, this seems quite good. And there are an awful lot about the model, the miniatures made for the film Space Truckers.
Space thanks you for flying carefully.
That's a good
Bit
one.
too long, maybe.
Well, I mean, it would get abbreviated, just be called Space Thanks, wouldn't it? I mean, Infinity Welcomes Careful Drivers has sadly been taken. But
Was that was a Red Dwarf.
Red Dwarf book,
wasn't
yeah.
it?
Yes.
Oh wow, there were different flavours of Space Truckers. 1996 and 2017 and 2012. And then Space Trucker Bruce and a TV episode called Space Trucker Bruce in 2020 as well. And wow, lots of little bits and pieces. I'm trying to remember which one I was looking at.
For what? Space Truck. So it's a Dennis Hopper
I
film.
thought it was Space Pigs. I thought it was Space Pigs what I was thinking of.
There's...
So they sort of they fuck up the space station basically at the end. That's the long and the short of it.
Don't know that. Space Truckers is a film about driving trucks in space. Not real, space trucks. Obviously not normal trucks. It's awful, but has quite good special effects or quite good models.
I mean, I'm looking. I'm not going to say it. I'll look.
I don't know Space Pigs. What Space Cowboys is the... There's not very many.
That's the one. I think maybe that one.
Space
Space
Cowboys.
Truckers. It was Space Truckers.
Space Truckers is set in the far future, though. And then there is a Cowboy Bebop.
Galactic Logistics.
I like that, but the problem is maybe Solar Logistics. It's not a logistics game, though. Well,
Orbital Logistics.
Yeah.
Space Jam.
No, bad Schalke. Bad Schalke.
Space Jam, did you say?
It's called Space Traffic Jam, baby. Space Jam is actually quite good if there wasn't a film called Space Jam.
Space Hogs.
Future Traffic. Hogs is motorbikes though, not trucks. Space Convoy. Solar Convoy, Future Convoy. Oh, I really like Space Jam now, but we can't use that. Oh, and Lando was a little bit enthusiastic there. I quite like Spaceport Authority though.
Respect my authority.
No, not Spaceport. Respect my authority. No, yeah, because obviously you know I have a Port Authority, but Spaceport Authority. A space traffic controller.
You call it Space Park?
Sounds a bit. Yeah, it's a bit too much. Sounds like theme park in space.
Fair Park.
So
What's up, Doc?
I have.
DOCK.
I have. I'll come back to that one. I have mentioned this before because Fortress Craft took about 14 hours, 15 hours of just bouncing names back and forwards. Like good names that haven't been taken is hard to find. We were going to call it Docking with Your Friends, but Malcolm said that's apparently it means something.
Okay. Docking station. Boom. Headshot. Nailed it.
Is there a game called Docking Station?
Don't know. There is now.
If you search for a docking station, what are you going to find?
Well, search.
Images of docking stations.
Well, no, search for it
What,
on Steam.
They're funny in that.
It's amazing, by the way, how many games on Steam have exactly the same name as old commercial games, like Locomotion. They just go, yeah, whatever.
I mean, I get your point, Max. If you were to Google like docking station review, you could have to scroll through several screens to get to it.
But if you called it
the top one is a game called Creatures Docking Station.
But if you called it the Dyson Institute Docking Station Simulator, or something like that, you know, give it an interesting little sort of pre-description. Ah, too fast.
One could take famous space phenomena names and then communicate the space part with that, like Orion or Saturn or
Hubble, like the Hubble Institute's Space Docking Simulator VR with your friends, Deluxe Edition. With your friend, I think I can do with your friends. I think there's been because there's golf with your friends and then there's words with friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's probably going to be last one for me. So tomorrow I am out at the theatre, so I will not be around. But I will be back on Tuesday, and Tuesday is Ashton, and Wednesday is Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, multiplayer. I could call it Galactic Jam. Oh no, wait, that's a song. Maybe not.
Toe Jam, TOW.
I think that's been used as well. Yeah, I haven't worked out, like, what I want to do is I want to continue developing the game, but playing it. So, for example, when you're on out of fuel, I don't know what to do. Should I just give you a small amount of fuel, like, but it's very expensive, you get penalised, or should you just get warped back to a garage, or should you actually have like a quote-unquote AA vehicle comes out and fills you up? And if so, should that be driven by a player?
Solar scoop.
Solar scoop.
Yeah, like in Elite.
Oh.
The solar panels and recharge that way.
I think it's not automatically self-power recharging.
What,
like
sorry?
some sort of nuclear power on board or something.
No, because fuels in the game give you an ongoing cost. So travelling costs you money.
Okay.
Whatever it is, you know, deuterium fuel rods or whatever the Expanse uses.
Beryllium, spheres.
Oh, beryllium spheres, yes.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. Beryllium.
Oh yes, as many references as I can work in there, definitely. Just need the name, so then I can do the store page and move on from there. Hopefully next time the game works and we can actually spend more time just flying around and trying to work out a suitable name. Much as Sneaky Spaceships is a cool phrase, it's just the wrong game for it. Well, Nando, you are rather awesome. Well done, sir. Please do like and subscribe. And I look forward to Schalke's edit. And we will see you all. I might be around tomorrow, probably not. I don't quite know what time it starts and finishes. But we'll definitely be around Tuesday, which is Astroneer. No, thank you. I will try and get some of the better drivers in. I'm more enthusiastic than good as a rule of thumb in this game, or any racing game, or driving real cars for that matter. So thank you for joining, and we'll see you all again very soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Ring the bell. And then pause for 5 seconds.